Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of I Want My Podcast. This is going to be a very, very special edition because we have a very, very fun comedian from New York here with us tonight, and we're going to be catching up on all of the latest Love After Lockup and 90 Day Fiance drama that is happening around. And I'm just not even going to waste any more time. I'm going to introduce you guys to her. So please welcome the lovely Dara.
Hello, friends. I'm so happy to be here, Miguel. Thank you for having me.
Of course, as soon as we met at it's what the second time that we met at another bar, a different bar, at a
Yeah.
different comedy club, we bonded
Yes.
over our love for reality TV.
Yes.
So it was like a really like as soon as I said, "Hey, what are your favorite shows?" and you're like, "I love Love After Lockup," I was like, hold up, like right now, hold up everything that you're about to say. My friend and I do a podcast about Love After Lockup, and we gotta have you on.
Oh, my God. And I was like, please, please. I can't remember begging for a podcast spot as
Yeah.
hard as I did that night. Like, oh my God, no, please, please. I really want to do it. I don't know when I can do it, but please, I want to do it as soon as possible. Please, can we do it right now? It's like no one is in the position to podcast right now. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
I
Okay.
yeah, I know oh my god, yeah, that was so late. That was so late. But it was so much fun just like hanging out, talking to you, and like we talked a little bit about Love After Lockup. We also talked a little bit about 90 Day Fiance. Even right now, before we even went live, we had some, we had a conversation
Yeah.
about how during the pandemic, the clubhouse days and all that other shit, and it was fun. It was
And you
fun.
were doing your damn thing in pandemic with these. All I was
Oh
doing was
yeah.
just consuming it. And I love that you were like mining a jewel for yourself. Because this is like, they're always just my like vices where I'm like, we're all just so crazy, right? And as soon as I turn on these, I don't want to call them trash reality TV shows because they're
Oh,
not,
that's okay. They are.
they're, I mean, it's,
They are what
we're
they
not,
are.
it's not neuroscience. You know what I mean? We're not watching documentaries on fossil fuels. You know what I
Pretty
mean?
much. Pretty
But
much.
it helps me like escape from my own life, and watching these crazy people just make me feel so much better, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like my little vice. It's like my TV crack.
Oh, no, believe me, I feel you. I see it as and you know what? I consume it for what it is. I don't go
Yes.
digging beyond after that. I don't go like, oh, did you hear that she gave her social security to somebody else and she committed fraud? I like my life with this show stops when the 90 minutes are up.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And I also like to look at the people who have gotten out of jail. Like, I don't really care what they did. You know what I mean? I mean, they don't really have like murderers on there, so it's like we're not like watching people who have eaten someone's face that we know of. You
Right,
know,
right,
it's
right.
usually like drugs or possession or whatever. But I'm just like, no, let me just look at this human. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not looking at them for the crime they committed. I don't care about that. What mess are you going to create outside of jail? And how soon is it going to be until you go back in the jail? Because we know you're going to be on another season if you go back in. You know?
Yeah, we know you're not gonna be on what is it called, happily ever after lockup or whatever it's called. Oh, life after lockup.
Yeah, wait, but there's the life during lockup that I
There's
haven't
life
really
during
gotten
lockup.
into.
Yep,
And then there's the life after lockup. And then there's
yep.
another one, right?
Yeah. So the original is love after lockup, and then
Yes.
and then they started
The
life during
life after.
lockup,
Yes.
and then they started the life after lockup, which is
Yes.
like what where are they now? What are they doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and I think some of those new couples, because that this show, Life During Lockup, is coming to an end. I mean, Life After Lock. There's so many goddamn shows. LALU is coming to an end, and then Life After Lockup it's beginning soon, which is gonna bring some of our favorite cast members. I don't know if you remember Sean and Destiny.
Sean and Destiny. Yeah. Destiny was the one. Didn't Sean just get married to the redhead
Yes, 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 yes,
who was pregnant? And then
yes.
Destiny was pregnant by what, her recent ex?
Yeah, some dude that like
And
went
then
to
went to
jail.
the wedding to try to get the money from him. And
Oh, she tried.
I'm like, Destiny, get a job, girl. Like,
And she's always calling Sean and say, "Hey, Sean, you my $50,000." It's like, bitch, I don't know you anymore.
I don't know you. She is one
Number.
for the books. I wish I had like the confidence of someone like Destiny who was just like, no, I'm gonna get on a plane and this man's gonna give me money. That's it. What?
Okay, yeah. Under like on what grounds?
On what grounds? I just asked a dude for chopsticks and I didn't get anything from his store. And I was like, if he curses me out, I guess I deserve it. You know, like what?
Imagine if 2 years later you're like, no, 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 you don't understand. I asked him for chopsticks. Now he owes me $50,000. I'd be like, Dara, let it go. It's like, no, I'm gonna go and get my chopsticks and $50,000.
Exactly. I want that confidence. I want that.
Oh my God, that takes a lot of confidence. You're absolutely right.
Right?
Well, and it's the delusion
It's
that these
delusion.
people have. Yeah, that like the way that they see. Sometimes I do wish I could just like see things from their perspective and see how they see the world, because it is very interesting. It is
Yeah.
very interesting
Yeah.
because again, like me and you would never do anything like that,
No.
but we
Fly
would
to
go.
another state when I don't
Yeah.
have enough money to get back to begin with.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna go interrupt his wedding, and it's on a Wednesday. Let's see how flights are on Tuesday. Or maybe I'll get there on Monday. Or maybe I'll fly Spirit and fly Sunday and get there by Wednesday afternoon.
Exactly. Oh, spirit.
Fucking Spirit Airlines, they suck. But so okay, so you're all caught up with the recent well some of the shit that has been going on in the recent season of Love After Lockup, which is it's been pretty fun. It's been pretty fun.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think we wanted to talk about that night at the bar was the car chase, which I think we were both like heavily invested.
Very invested.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
First of all, that couple is fascinating.
I agree.
Fascinating. And
Hmm.
I did a little because I kind of watched it a little out of order because I'm watching it like on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. Thank you
No,
for putting them up for free. But then it'll like it'll cut scenes. It'll
it
it'll go
will
like
zoom in.
and yeah, it'll zoom in and
Wow.
zoom out. And I'm like, okay, well, you get what you pay for, Dara. Okay. So I'm like splicing the scenes together in my head. Well, I guess she said this. But when I went back, because I just went back to like the beginning of their relationship and I
Yeah.
saw the pictures that she was sending him,
Oh
and
boy.
I was like, oh, she body fished him. Like, and okay, shout out to her. I forgot her name. And
Um, Monique.
Monique,
Yeah.
yes. Because someone called her Raspusha, and I can't get that out of my head. I can't get that out of my head. So Monique, I will say shout out to Monique because these little tight numbers that she wears, these little tight dresses, again, the confidence. Okay.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, I ate a burger, I got a little pudge. And I'm like, let's throw on a hoodie.
Yeah.
She's like, what pudge? And I'm like, yes, girl. Yes, queen. Yes. Yes.
Yes, I agree with you. I'm like I fucking hey fucking rock it. Why not?
Do it. Do the things. But I saw those pictures she was sending him, and it was all like titty cleave and like beautiful face because she's very pretty. It was like face and just cleave. And it's like, yeah, obviously, girl.
Hmm.
Obviously.
Oh, did you not see the dirty pictures she was sending?
No, they probably
Oh my
YouTube probably
god.
cut that out. What?
So here's the thing. So she also sent him nude pics. And the way that she sent it is like, you know, when you have an iPhone and you look at your pictures and it shows like a little strip at the bottom with like tiny pictures of
Yeah.
like your other pictures, like before and after the picture you selected. So the way that she did it is that she would screenshot that, and then once she sent it, it doesn't show like above or underneath, so it just shows like the brick. So she would be like, hey, what's up? And then underneath it would be like a file of just like dirty pictures. Like there were some pictures in it that I was like, whoa, all right, I guess you can do that.
TLC showed it?
They blurred it,
Okay.
but it wasn't like enough blurring that you could see like the figures and like you could see everything without seeing everything.
I mean, there's a lot to see.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
what I couldn't get over was the dick pic that he sent her, where he outlined his dick. He did, he did dictionary. He literally.
Yeah. Yeah. He fucking did that. He
And she was like,
definitely did.
"This is the dick I'm gonna fuck." It's like this doodle of a dick is what you think
This
is
doodle
is
of a
accurate to what you're gonna. Okay,
this doodle of a this is so wild because like some of the guys like they do that or something just send the outline like like when you're like 5 years old and you draw a turkey with your
with
hand.
your head.
That's exactly what they do. They're like, hey, what's up? Look what you gonna get after I get out of here. It is, yeah, it is that. It is that. Yeah.
Oh my god, people are wild. Now I gotta look up her pictures.
Rachel, Dick Doodles. Yeah, I think you know what? I think that might be the name of the episode, Dick Doodles.
Please, I love that. Please.
uh, so yeah, so okay, so I don't know if you're all actually I don't know if you watched the latest episode, but did you find out who were the people chasing her?
So it's what? So it's this CO,
Yeah.
which is always wild to me when the COs be with the like, what are we doing here? I don't even like to fuck where I work. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah,
What are you
exactly.
doing? That's
Exactly.
wild. So I found out that it was her, but I don't know if they confronted her yet. Did they confront her yet?
Not yet. Like I think he called her and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like, but then he was like, "Serious? It's like I'm with Monique. Like that's my girl. Like you need to leave us alone."
Yeah. But do you
So
believe
like,
him when he said that?
yeah. Well, no, they actually showed him on the camera, like saying it to this woman.
No, I mean yeah, but do we
Yeah.
believe the words that are coming out of his mouth?
Oh, absolutely not. Because turns out he also has a tablet with like a spank bank diction, like
Exactly.
encyclopedia. So,
Exactly.
you know.
I don't know.
Well, like Derek, you seem okay, but now I'm like, oh, this guy's a scumbag.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What do you think about Justine and Mike? Mike is what's his name? McMill? No, no, it's not McMills. It's something Mill. Montana, Montana, Montana Mills. Rachel, help me out. What is his name? His rapper name is
Oh, the dude from Rhode Island.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Sexy dude from Rhode Island with the long
The sexy dude from Rhode Island.
Okay. I can't believe that she's already pregnant.
Oh, oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
absolutely wild. And then the fact that she quit her job on the day she found out that she's pregnant and
yeah.
thought that that's a good idea so that she can just sit at home with this dude and they're not going to make any money and somehow they're going to just like what are we doing? I don't understand that. I really found that to be surprising. It like, yeah, pregnant, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, who's taking care of this baby? He can't go anywhere. And he's like, I just need one mega hit. I just need what? Where are you going to perform it, my guy? Rhode Island?
You can't go there.
Yeah, he can't go to Rhode Island. Exactly. Where are they? Because when I was introducing them, they were in Rhode Island with his kids, and I missed where they live. They live in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, yeah, because that's where he was incarcerated. So
Yeah.
I think that's where his family's from, and then her family is from Rhode Island, and that's the whole connection. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Where's he gonna go? And he can't because this is also being filmed during COVID times or like coming out of COVID times. So it's like you still had regulations. You still had to pay like somebody to fucking tell everybody to stay 6 feet apart. You had to pay for like all kinds of shit. So it's like the game is not the same. Montana Male or whatever
No.
his name is. Montana Meek.
Rachel said he had it. What up, Rachel? Rachel said you had it.
Okay.
Montana something.
Montana something, yeah.
But they're
So
gonna have
yeah,
like 8 kids between them because doesn't he have 4 kids that are in Rhode Island, and then she has those 3 kids that are here, and now she's about to have another one. So is that 8 kids together?
yeah. So they have like a total of like a fucking. They have like a Brady Bunch situation going on. Jamie, what's up? Oh, I haven't seen you in a while, Jamie. How you doing? I hope everything's well.
That was I like your profile picture, Jamie.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Very cute.
yeah, she's a really cool person. I love Jamie. She's great. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. So they have like tons of kids and like the whole drama with the mom saying like, "Hey, you let your daughter get a tattoo and get her fucking tongue pierced and her belly button pierced and everything. Like you're a bad mom." It's like, you know what? No, I'm not a bad mom. Like she's like, she's on the teens list.
Your son just got out of jail.
Mic drop.
Okay. Don't talk to me about piercings or tattoos when your son just got out of jail. You should have done better. Okay. Miss me with your judgment, mama.
Yeah, I dude. Oh my god. Uh, but then I guess she could clap back by saying, "Well, you married said son, so maybe you don't have
But she's
good
the one that
judgment."
hooked them up. That's how she met. I thought they
That
met
is
through her mom.
true.
So it's like, why
Yeah,
are you hooking me up with your son if you don't think that I'm a suitable fit for your son?
yeah,
And now because my daughter has a tattoo, you don't think that I can, like, are you kidding?
yeah.
And your son's in jail? Like, stop. Miss me with this. I did think that she got a little rah-rah with the mom, but I saw that conversation before I saw that the mom was the one that got them together. So I'm like, oh, they clearly had an outside relationship.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. I get why she was talking to the mom a little gully now.
But the mom was the mom threw a little bit of shade too, because she's the one that started it. She was like, "Yo, I don't like the way you were talking to me with your hand motions and everything," and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, what are you saying? It's like, I just don't like that whole like ratchet thing. You could have just talked to me. I was like, you're not winning here, mom. You're
No,
fucking it up.
no, not winning. Not winning, especially since the mom was doing that thing where she was talking about her when she was right there. Don't talk about me when I can hear you and you're not talking to me,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
Because then you're just asking for problems. You can
Yeah.
either take that conversation someplace where I cannot hear you, or you can say it to me. But this passive, I can hear you, and then what am I supposed to like play pretend like my ears don't work? No.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one.
Mm-mm.
How do you feel about them two when they were in jail and they were sending each other correspondence, I guess you could call it, because they were a little nasty. I don't know if you watched that.
No, she was in jail too.
No, no, no. So he was in jail, she was outside, right? But
Uh,
they kept sending each other all kinds of nastiness, from like toenails to like dead skin. And then they would tape it on like a vision board. Do you think that's too much, or do you think like that's something that like little like fucking he was like, "Hey girl, you want fungus on it, or do you want one of the?" I don't think he said that. I'm just paraphrasing, but I'm sure the conversation went something like that.
First of all, I hate feet. Okay, so miss me with anything feet related. I don't want toenails. That's an absolute no. My brother used to bite the skin off his feet in like these big sheets of dead skin. So, like, that's
Ah,
very triggering to me. And for me, that's just not love. You know what I mean? I mean, he can send me a little lock of that nice little hair, oh, maybe a little spiral curl if you want to, all
ah,
right. If you want me to have some part of your DNA. But
yeah.
like with toenails, you can miss me with that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't want that. I didn't ask for that. I didn't order that.
Take
Wow.
it back. Take it
Take it
back.
back. Take it back. I don't want that.
I I catch a little shit from my co-host DJ, because he's like, no, just that's how they love, let him love. I'm like, I know, I let them love, I like them, but that's just fucking gross.
That's gross.
It's just, it is what it is. It's gross, but I
That's gross.
let them love each other. Just don't show me that. I don't want to see that.
That's gross. They can do whatever they want. That's fine. And I'm
Yeah.
not a person that likes to judge, but I am okay to have an opinion. And my opinion on that is that's disgusting.
Fuck, 100%, 100%. I agree. Uh, let's see. What other couple do we want to talk about? Because like, there's another one that I really want to talk about that I was I forgot the stupid names. Because there was a one guy that I really, well, me and my goals, we really Nathan and Skylar, we really liked him, and then he kind of like turned around. He seemed
Those are
like
the
a
two
nice.
druggies, right? Sorry. Those are the two people battling addiction.
Yeah, yeah. I love the fucking natural reaction to it. Yes, yes, that was yeah, that was Nathan and Scott.
I really want to know what happened with them when they went missing for 4 hours. And when he was like, he said to the cameraman, like, respectfully, get out of here,
Mhm.
get out of my car, and then like production couldn't find them.
Yeah.
I really want to know what happened there. I think that they're a very interesting couple because this is one of my favorite things about the show. Is it?
Mhm.
It's so hard to identify the villain. You know?
Yes, yes.
That's one of my favorite. It's like which one here is the toxic one? And sometimes it flips and flops. Sometimes it's, the person who's on the outside just likes the ability to control someone who's on the inside. They like that this person doesn't have freedom, doesn't have carte blanche to make their own decisions. So they have an essence of control without having to control that person. And then when that person comes out, they're like, what are you doing having free range? And it's like, wait, what? Like, why are you mad at this person who's just trying to do the things, And then you have people like Destiny, when they come out, they're like, oh, we're clearly taking advantage of this dude, Very, very clear. But with these two, since they both also met inside, and both have that shared thing, I can't tell who is like take that dinner that they went to, for example.
Yeah.
I can understand why he was upset. They're on a date. She's answering the phone. Like, I could see maybe saying, hey, let me just send him a text real quick that I'm going to call him after we have dinner. Just as a respect to the person that you're with. I don't like when people get on the phone and I'm at dinner, so I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But to make a scene and have that be what you do, so much so that the uncle's like, oh, you still on that bullshit? It's like, oh, no, this is just what you do. So it's like both of them seem to lack an emotional intelligence to be able to support each other where they need to be in order for them both to get better, So it's like when you have those situations where the production can't find them, the mom's crying, the friend is like, where are they? I'm like, what happened? Because is it him that was doing something? Is it her that was doing something? They didn't seem to like be on drugs. So I don't know.
Well, I did watch the that whole episode, and they did give us like a resolution at the end, and it was basically like, oh, we're just like fucking somewhere fighting, and he broke my phone, and then I broke his phone, and I was like, I thought you guys were doing drugs.
Drugs would have been better, right?
Like, I'm not saying, like, hey, listen, I'm glad you guys are not doing them, but it just would have been a better story.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I mean. Y'all are just out here fighting for 4 hours, breaking phones.
Yeah. It's super tough. Yeah. You know what's funny? EJ and I were just talking about that the other day. It's like, I feel like this is the first season we've seen where the person on the outside seems to be a little more fucked up than the person in the inside coming out. You know?
Yeah.
Because Monique is also she's also has her own issues, like where she's like, she doesn't trust anybody. She wants to put like secret cameras all over his Derek's grandma's house, so she could like follow him so she can watch him and see whatever he does, and she's tracking his phone and whatever message he sends she gets. So it's like, it's a little too much too.
I 100% agree. When I saw that, when she was like, this is Derek's stuff, when she was like carrying the stuff to the car, and then she was like, these are the cameras I'm going to put in his grandmother's house. And she said it just like, this is the bodega that I get my coffee from. It's like,
yeah, it's so casual. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you're going to plant these in his grandmother's house? First of all, that's illegal. Okay. And you just admitted to doing that on TV. Like, why and how do you think that that is even okay? And then the tracking of the phone, and then like, why does she have the numbers of the sisters and talking to the sisters and calling the sisters all sorts of crazy things, when just let him talk to her sisters?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then when we met the sisters, it didn't even seem that crazy. I did think that the dress that that one sister wore with the sheer and the thong was an interesting choice to go see their dead mother. But again, each his own.
But it's TV, you know. You gotta dress up for the occasion.
She was like, "I'm not missing this moment." Hello.
So right now on their Instagram, I've heard from several people. They're like, yeah, they already put Love After Lockup under their credits.
They do. They have.
They did, yeah, they did. I was like, you know what? I hope there's some sort of like they're in the entertainment business, because if that was me, I would have done the same goddamn thing. Like, check me out on this season of Love After Lockup, season 4, episode 35.
Yup. Yup.
Oh my god! Yeah,
This is where you can find me.
this is where you can see me. Yeah, there it
And
is.
I look good in my sheer dress.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. What? Okay, this is another couple that I really like, and probably one of my favorites. What's her name? A- Aris, Aris and Cameron.
Wait, Harris and Cameron. Wait, I know exactly what you're talking about. Wait, Harris and Cameron. Wait, which one are they again?
Cameron is like the guy who's like 5 feet tall, and Aris is like this beautiful a woman who just fucking happened to like bail him out of prison the second time, and she has a daughter, and they got married at midnight.
Oh, I've been waiting.
Your reaction.
I'm waiting. Oh my god.
Uh,
So, there's something. Okay. Okay. There's something very odd about how fast he wanted to get married.
uh-huh.
And I did, because he's like, I want to get married immediately because it's so I can go to Florida, right? But
Yeah.
he said he had the ring with him because he knew he wanted to ask her to marry him when he got arrested. So he took the ring with him to jail, and then or was at the halfway house.
It was. I think it was. I think he was like in a holding cell. I want to say. But it was some sort of prison.
I think that they got married way too soon.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that she made anything easier for herself by not going to the family party, and I'm not really sure why I mean, I understand she wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
But she did just marry into this family, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know why she decided that it wasn't a good idea to go to that party, but I think and the daughter just seems so nice and so sweet that I think she needed to give that more time for them to, see how that works before she just married this convict and brought it into her daughter's life,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have good feelings about it.
This is my thing, okay? I always feel like it's too early for the whole storyline to be so nice and like happy, right? We have like maybe like I want to say 7, maybe 8 more episodes of this, maybe less. So something has got to go fucking south really quick.
Yes.
Like this is gonna end and everything's gonna go to shit, because like so far they've been happy, even though he got arrested for being a drunk. But he bounced back with like, hey, will you marry me? And she's saying yes, and then they had the wedding at midnight. Now the whole reason why they want to go to Florida is because that's where she lives and she wants him to go there. But I think they told him, his CEO told him, like, you can't go there because there's no reason for you to go there. There's nobody. You don't have family, you have anything, nothing, you have nobody there, so why would you go to Florida? So he's like, well, now he can say, well, my wife lives in Florida. So I think that's why they wanted to get married so quickly. And well, at least that's my guess.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think that that's the reasoning, but that's not a reason. Like it's a reason.
It's a reason.
But is it A
The reason. The
yeah,
reason.
like
Yeah.
like we could have waited. We
Yeah.
could have waited. You know,
Yeah.
because it's not even like it's not even like he gets to go with her when she goes back.
That's true. That's true. He has to stick around for a little bit.
So they could have waited for her to go back and then
Mm-hmm.
plan the wedding and then come and
Mm-hmm.
then got married. And you know what I mean? And then
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
like with my fiance, our wedding day is this day, da 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 da. So it's just like we did. And then she got married and like the dress was like, ooh, you know, and like, and she's a gorgeous girl. And it was just like, oh
Yes.
no, we got married in this Frederick of Hollywood dress. And it's just like, what are we doing? And then the daughter just seems too smart for this, and I don't know. And I feel like the sisters are not gonna mess with her after she didn't come to that party, and that family looks like they are about it.
Oh yeah. That family, they're gonna get on her.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna get
get
on her.
on her.
But you
She
know
did
what?
not.
If I was Cameron and that was my wife and she was like, "Hey, I'm too sick to go," I would have been like, "Hey, you know what? That's fine. I'll tell them that you were a little too sick. Maybe I'll lie for you, because you're my wife now. Maybe I'll
Yeah,
tell them you'll swing by later. She depends on how she's feeling. I wouldn't go like she didn't want to go. She didn't want to see y'all. Like, bro, that's your wife. You just threw her under the bus.
exactly. And then got wasted and was now. This is when my brain literally broke.
Okay.
Okay, this is
Okay.
when my brain broke. This man was yelling at all these black women in this kitchen, right? You to respect me. Blah, 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 blah. And they didn't say anything to him. Okay, fine. When my brain literally cracked in half was when he put his foot on the table and none of those black women said anything to him. I said, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? How is his whole tennis shoe near the food and no one is saying anything? Y'all are just letting this man put his shoe on the table. That's not how we do in black households. I had to blink twice. Like, have we changed? Do we just identify? Or do we just want to like what is happening? We don't put shoes on the
No,
table. We
no.
not especially not with your foot in it. No, no,
Mm-mm. No,
no.
I I agree. That moment seemed a little too fucking a little too much. Like I get it, you're drunk, but also you don't need to fucking act like you just conquer the table. Like we hear you. You can just sit down and talk. Like, but I think it's just way too fucked up.
Yeah. And maybe they're
Also, it
just
was
too
like 2
tired of it.
p.m.
You said what?
It was like 2 p.m. It
It
was
was
still
daylight.
the sun still out.
It's
Like,
daylight.
how are you drunk? Like you
God.
just got there too.
My God. Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's like he doesn't have confidence, and not confidence. Like he doesn't have tolerance, and I love how he's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to drink," and it's like we've seen him drunk, like 3 out of the 6 scenes that we've seen him in. Like 50% of the time, this man is wasted, and he's like, "No, I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to drink."
Snortis says, "Short people gotta be extra. Chair, not high enough." I I do agree with that. I as a short man myself, sometimes you do have to be a little extra so people can really hear you. But then again, you're talking to all these women who are definitely not taller than you because he's like 5'4", like maybe not 5, but he's like 5 feet tall. So it's like, bro, you don't need to like everybody's like around the same height.
Yeah,
You don't need to yell at they can hear you fine. They
yeah.
definitely heard you when you threw your fucking wife under the bus. So believe me, they can hear you.
They can hear you, and they're not going to hear you better with your shoe on the table. I mean, just who's wiping that down after? Like, ooh, make sure you get that spot good. It's his shoe.
Oh, I'm sure that after they give him shit for this whole marriage thing, they were like, "All right, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the shoe on the table." No, 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 you're not done. Get over here. Get back here. You're not done.
I honestly would have thrown something at him. Like, I would have thrown something at his face, and it would have been a problem. Would have been a problem. You're not putting your shoe anywhere near my table.
Oh my god,
You're
yeah.
not in jail. You've lost your mind.
But I will say this too. He was super nice to his auntie. And then my friend E just like, yeah, you gotta respect your auntie. I was like, I fully agree. If that was my auntie right there, I would have just fucking chill.
He was
Yeah.
wait, which auntie? Because it was the one in the
Um,
red. It was the one in the pink cap. That was the aunt that he was talking to a lot. And then there was the other one who was like with the Auntie Do who was
Yeah,
talking in the.
that one. That one. I forgot her name. That is so disrespectful of me. I had her name too. It will come back to me, or I will look at my notes. It's so fucking sad to admit I have no.
So I missed the conversation he had with this auntie haircut auntie.
Yeah,
Like I saw it and then YouTube cut it away. And then
Auntie
I
Kim.
didn't see how he was talking to her, but with the other aunt, it just felt like he thought that she was gonna save him from
Yeah,
every conversation. And just like, Auntie, tell him, da da da. And it was just like, and she was just ignoring him, which I
yeah.
was like, thank God. Please don't enable this man. He's like
Uh,
a man child. He's like a grown little man.
can you believe that he's the best rapper in
No.
or you're like, fuck no, no,
Best
not allowing
rapper,
it.
not a sentence with his name. But the video that she played did look kind of dope, though. I almost did look him up. Like,
Oh my god, yeah. No, I definitely have to. I haven't. I've been so focused on like this whole mess that I haven't actually looked up his music
yeah,
or the other guy's music. Again, I forgot. Montana Mills, I think his name is.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, apparently he's like the best R&B singer or rapper from like I forgot what area. Kansas City, I want to say. No, that's not right. St. Louis, maybe. Not, I don't remember, but like he's like the best. He was like the top performer in that area, and then he got locked up, and that's where everything went. Um, and also
The
in the comments, feel free to correct me because I know I'm wrong in some of these things.
But
So
no, that's what I believe that she was saying when he was so super popular because I was like, how did he bag her? Especially when I saw him get out and his hair looked like mine, but like wasn't supposed to. You know what I mean? Like, like he wasn't doing two strand twists. You know what I mean? He wasn't doing anything to make it. Okay, or Cincinnati. Wait,
Cincinnati, I think it's
definitely
yeah,
Ohio. Okay, Ohio. Well, yeah, I could see him being the best in Ohio. I don't know
yeah,
how
yeah,
hard that is, but there are a lot of Spotify rappers out there, so who knows? Um,
yeah. That
but
would be like
when she was like, "Oh yeah, he's like such a hot rapper," and I'm not really into rappers, but then when I saw his music and heard it, then I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "All right, well maybe he is good. I don't know."
yeah, maybe. Yeah, again, I haven't heard anything, but I will do my research. I promise. Now there is one more couple that has been not my favorite. Fucking, I hate this couple, but I do feel like we have to touch on them. We have to talk about them, and that is Gabby and Chris. Gabby is the chick
Ah,
from. Your reactions are fucking killing me.
Gabby and Chris stressed me out.
Yeah,
They stress me out. First of all, Gabby is such a bitch. Okay, she is
yeah.
terrible human being. And that is
Yeah,
not to say that she deserved any kind of physical abuse that she received from Chris. I am
I
not
agree.
saying that he was right he should not have put his
Absolutely
hands on
not.
her. But the way that she manipulates people, the way that she uses people, and the way that she flips things around so that she's always the victim is just mind boggling. And I find it toxic and exhausting.
Hmm.
And it's like he had all of that money and then she just blew through his money.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like blew through it.
All of
With
it.
all of it. It's all gone.
All of it. Nothing left.
That man was beaten up by the cops, has spent over almost, what did he say?
I
He
think it
said
was like 6 years in prison.
6 years in prison, but then he said he was in solitary confinement for like 291 days.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was like a very long time.
It was a very long time, which I feel like solitary confinement is the worst form of human torture that you can do because you gotta be.
It fucks with you. Yeah, yeah. It fucks with your head.
It's hard to come back from that, and the fact that he doesn't even have the money to show for any of this trauma after he's already won it is like
Mm.
what? And then she took it away from him, and then she's the reason that he's back in jail. She called the cops on him. I mean, if a dude beating me, I'm calling the cops too. But it's like,
Yeah.
Gabby, you you fucked with people so hard. The way he was treating her, she was treating the mom and the sister too when they went to go pick him up. The fact that this man had to
Disrespect.
take a bus to like what? This is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
They stress me out. They stress me out.
Yeah. No, they were the one couple that we were like, fuck these people. This is too much.
It's awful.
Yeah,
It's
no, she is. She was awful. She really was. She was like literally like the shittiest person I think I've ever seen on this shows. And we've seen some shitty people, and I'm like,
she's
this has to be the shittiest of the
she
shittiest.
takes she's worse than Destiny in my brain.
Oh, she is literally the worst of all time. Like
Yeah.
there is nobody like there's gonna take some fucked up things for somebody else to do, which Danielle from 90 Day Fiance with the other way with Johan, she's getting up there. She's getting up there. From this new season. Have you watched the new season the other way?
No,
No? Oh,
I'm
well,
behind.
you are going to fucking you're gonna see two episodes. It's two episodes so far. And this girl's already been I'm already like, I'm fucking done with you
Ugh,
and you. That's it. I'm done with you. You remind me of Gabby because and same thing. Gabby's the same way. They're just horrible people.
ugh, I don't like that. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Life is too hard. We don't need people making life harder and taking advantage. And it's like Chris seemed like he was smarter than that too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I feel like he had better street smarts than that. I feel like why did he think that why did he even think that she loved him?
yeah,
She never did anything that showed that she had when he got out and she didn't give him no nookie, I was like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What is happening? This man just got out. You can't give him
yeah,
nothing.
yeah. Well, she tried. She tried
Did she?
at the Greyhound bus station. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I saw that in the bathroom.
yeah.
And the security was like, that's not what we doing in here.
He was like, "All right, you guys get the fuck. You fucking beat it."
But no, like so because I just watched that episode actually. So terrible that well, I mean, she did try to give him that. But then they literally walk past the mom and the sister and don't say anything about them getting married on a street corner, which honestly was one of the saddest things I've ever witnessed with these two eyes.
Yeah.
It was one of the saddest, sad. And where were they? Philly? Was that Philly?
They were in. I think that was like I think that might have been upstate New York, I want to say. I could be lying though. Don't
Uh,
quote me on that.
Wherever it was a sad little street corner. And I was like, oh, never, never. This could never be it. And it's also really embarrassing. Um, Gabby's really embarrassing because she's from New Jersey. And I'm like, oh, come on, girl. I'm from Jersey. And it's
I
like, they already
know.
say bad things about us. We don't need people like you representing us out in these streets. I did, however, have a little bit of a soft spot in my heart for Gabby when they went over to the mom's house.
Yeah.
And then I saw the lack of love that Gabby gets from her mom. And then I started understanding the trickle down effect of that. And if
Yes.
she's never experienced love, then she doesn't know how to give it. And she definitely doesn't know how to receive it properly. And that mom just felt like a dark hole of unhappiness. And then so I had
Yeah.
this slight like, oh man, Gabby, if this is what you were susceptible to or subjected to growing up, then I you make more sense now.
I mean, you understand the it's like when you see the backstory of like a villain and you go, oh, okay, so they grew up without a mom and they were orphans, and then the rich guy had everything, so they grew up hating the rich guy. It makes sense why this person wants to destroy the world.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I 1000% agree with you. I was on the same boat. I was like, I understand you, but I still fucking hate you.
But get therapy, okay? Heal.
Get some help, dude. Get some help, girl. I
Get some
agree.
help, some meds, whatever it is that you need, boo boo, but you need something.
Something. I agree with you. I agree with you. Now they do want you um to watch The Other Way.
Okay,
So
Jamie, I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I
so you
just
have to.
I just don't want to get Discovery Plus to do it, and I'll tell you why. Because there's another trash show that I like to watch, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, and for some reason, D Plus they don't like to update the black shows. I see you, D Plus. I see you. Okay, we're on season almost 6, and y'all are only up to season 4. Okay, but let it be fix this house. Let it be this house. They're 5,000 Sally's fixing houses. And this is like, but I can't get the seasons that I need. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I want to look up that show now. I'm going to look it up.
Oh, it's good. It's
I want to look it up. Yeah.
It started like really positive and then it just completely shifted. And I was like, is D Plus trying to hide the messy blacks from the white people? Like, I need y'all to be equal opportunity.
Well, so here's the thing. This is what I love about 90 Day Fiance, that they are equal opportunity. I don't want to say employers, but like they're equal opportunity. An equal opportunity company to give everybody a chance to just be trash.
Yeah,
it's beautiful because like they did it with the little person who ended up being super racist. What's her name?
The one that was in
Alina?
Russia?
Yeah. The little Russian.
She was racist?
Yeah, she was racist. She was like dropping N-bombs like all over the place on like a post. It was like, mind you, it was like a post from like years ago, but it was like, it was a little overkill. It was like, all right, like I get it, you're from another country, maybe it means something. Like maybe you don't get what the word means, but no. She was like, and people found it and she fucking got canceled.
That's so disappointing because
Yeah.
I thought that guy was so. What was that guy's name? The yoga guy? Like
Caleb.
Talking about, like, didn't he say something? He like slept with like over 400 women or something. It was something like really gross.
It was super douchey. And
Oh,
he's, until this date, he's the only cast member that I can remember or that I can think of who went in there into the season as the villain and came out as like a hero almost.
yeah.
Because he dumped her. So it was like, all right, so he's not a bad guy now.
Yeah.
Only person I've ever seen go in there as a bad guy, come out as a good guy.
Because I really did not like him up until this moment. And I'm like, yep, whatever you got to do to her, she's you know what? Because that's what really equality looks like. Okay.
Exactly.
If she's a shitty little person, I don't care that she's a little person. She's shit. Okay. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, no, it really was. It was bad. Then who else was in that season? Who else was in that? Well, Kenny and Armando were actually really good. They're probably the best couple that's ever existed in the 90 Day universe. And they're like the very first gay couple, like man girl couple. So they're amazing. They really didn't have that much drama in the beginning, or they weren't like trashy or anything. But they did have, the other girl, Stephanie, and what's her name? The girl with the rainbow hair, Erica. They which Stephanie was like just doing it for her OnlyFans, and Erica was like, oh,
the one,
this is bullshit.
Erica was the Aussie.
Yeah.
Glitterbug. I follow her on IG. She's cute. I love her.
Glitterbug. Yeah, she's great. She's great. And now on this season, they have the very first trans person. So
really?
yeah. And at first I was like, okay, so this guy's fucking great. Like, that he's doing all the right things. He seems to be very like he's like a happy person, and he wants to fucking spread he wants to spread the joy of his happiness to all the people in the world. But then I was like, he's in this show for a reason. Like, let's not forget that he's in the show for a reason, right? And then his sister came on the show, and she was just fucking airing it all out. She's like, you're impulsive, you do all this, you do this kind of bullshit, you're getting a tattoo of this girl, and you already have a tattoo of the other girl. Do you love her as much as the other girl? Are you gonna delete the other girl's name? And he's just like, fuck, can we cut the camera and get this girl out of here? It's just kind of like rolling. You didn't do that, but it was just so funny to watch, and I was like, oh, there it is. So yeah, when it comes to being trashy, I will say this: Sharp Entertainment, TLC, and WeTV do give the opportunity to everybody to be like, hey, look, black, white, brown, whatever nationality you are, whatever religion you are, deep inside we're all garbage. We're
Yes.
all just one big pile of trash.
Of heaping DNA genetic trash.
Yeah.
Wait, I love this because okay, so it's a little off topic, but it's definitely in the topic of trash
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
Because I do notice that when life gets really tough, the trashier my TV gets, right? So I've
Oh.
been watching a lot of Maury. Okay,
Oh no.
I know. But what, and then no, it gets worse. So then this road has led me to watching Springer episodes.
Oh no.
I know. But let me tell you what I was learning and realizing last night. It was like one of the earlier episodes, and there was a trans woman, there
Mm-hmm.
was a lesbian couple, and there
Uh-huh.
was an interracial couple, there were black people, there were white people, and I was like, wow, no one actually gives Jerry Springer the credit for having the visibility of so many different people. They're like, Ellen was the first lesbian on TV. No, she wasn't. Okay. Jerry Springer was given visibility to a diverse number of people for fucking years. He was letting everyone be trash, okay? Everyone was a piece of shit on that stage, but he let everyone get their representation, and no one talks about that.
That is true. Jerry Springer.
Yeah,
Jerry Springer is the first one. Jerry Springer was
Jerry
the first
Springer.
one.
Jerry's
Oh my god.
pioneer. And it'd be like, I'm a lesbian. And everyone would be like, yay, you know? But then the best part, it's like, you're still a whore, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
And then somebody would be like, I just here for the beats. You are absolutely right. You know what? I kind of want to watch some fucking Jerry Springer now.
watch some Springer. I actually want to do a dissertation on Jerry
Old
Springer.
episodes, though. Old episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got to get the old episodes, like right when they started putting in that overhead camera,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they were
yeah, yeah.
starting to anticipate the fights. Like just as Steve Wilkos was rising and yes, Jerry, yeah, Jamie, you know the vibes. Just as Steve Wilkos was like going up in popularity, that's when the show started going down, you
Yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah.
But there's a really sweet spot where he was giving visibility to everyone, and everyone was represented on the Jerry Springer stage, and he does
That
not
is
get enough
true.
credit for that.
That is true. That is true. So, yeah, I mean, if EJ was here, he would play a horn, but since he's not, I'm just gonna make the noise. This one is for you, Jerry Springer. Wah, 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 wah. That's my version of it.
That was great.
All right. Well, we're definitely gonna hook you up with the Discovery Plus. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
if
to watch
anyone
some of
wants
this
to
shit.
send me their
Oh, I
their
got you.
password.
I got you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I send it. I mean, we use it like on Patreon. We give it to everybody. So, or whoever wants it, we give them the access to it so they can watch all this shows.
Oh man, oh my God,
Yeah,
Miguel, what a gift. This is such a gift. This is
yeah,
such a gift.
yeah.
And then can I come back? Can I come back? I
Are you
love
fucking
this.
kidding me? Yes, of course. Fucking want you to come back. I definitely want you to watch 90 Day Fiance the other way because I feel like this season's gonna be truly great. I feel I don't know why I feel there's something special about it. So I would definitely want you to watch it and come back and talk about it.
Oh, I will. I can't
Yeah.
wait. I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna catch up very quickly.
Yeah. I am like this is the best. This is a and look Snorties. He's
Hi, Snoties. Oh, I love you guys too. This has been so much fun. I really needed this. This has been such a
yeah.
long week, and I'm like holding it together by a thread, but this has just been so fun.
It really has. And again, this is just pure fucking destiny. I believe in destiny, and it's amazing because again, I was on my way out that night. I was
Yeah.
leaving that night, and just something happened that I just sat there, and then you were talking to. I don't remember who you were talking to, but then you turn around, and I turn around, and we started talking. I don't remember about what comedy or whatever, And then we started talking about like reality shows, or like I made like a reference to the reality show, and you're like, I fucking love After Lockup. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
hold up right now, because we're about to fucking have a great conversation. And then
Yes.
we just fucking became besties like
Yes.
instantly.
We talked for so long. I was like, you probably
Yeah.
have to go home to your wife, but I'm enjoying this conversation so much.
But I am so fucking happy that you finally made it here, and that you're that we're definitely gonna have you back. We're definitely gonna have
Oh,
you back.
I would
So
love to.
now you want to do you want to just like plug in your social media for everybody, where you're gonna be next, in New York or out of state, or whatever, everything that you want to plug, anything?
Yeah, let's do the things. Okay,
Okay.
so this is me right here. Wait, there we Chocolate Gem. That's me on Instagram. Chocolate Jem. Not because I don't know how to spell gem, but
Yeah.
tomorrow I'm doing a show called Shtick It, which
Oh.
is a so it's going to be comedy, pole dancing, and the strippers are going to be dancing to Prince.
Oh.
I've never done this show, but shout out to Dan Goodman and Joanna. I can't wait to do the show. I know it's going
Yeah.
to be great. And
Yeah.
then I'm going to be at the Lantern on Saturday. If anyone wants to take a look, I have a documentary out that I participated
Oh.
in. It's called Hysterical Justice. And it basically explores how comedy tackles topics like racial injustices
Hmm.
primarily in the Black community. Happy Black History Month, everyone. And then I'll be at New York Comedy Club the the February 19th.
Hmm.
I really meant to look at my calendar before we did this.
That's okay. You want to take a you
But
you
those
want?
are those. Oh, and I'll be at Club Cummings on Wednesday, and then I'll be on the Do
Oh,
It show on
nice.
Wednesday too. But I always put my things in my stories on. Wait, where is it? Yeah, right
Right
there.
there,
Boop,
right
boop,
there.
boop, 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 right there.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And yeah, of course, everybody already know I've been pushing it all week. By the way, I started doing brunch shows. I think we were talking about this of before we started this. It's like it's gonna be like every Saturday and Sunday. Well, not every Saturday and Sunday. We're just trying it out this week. It's like a trial period, and then next month I think we're gonna, depend on how well it goes, we're gonna do, instead of just doing two shows, we're gonna do four shows. So I'm gonna have the ability to book more people. So you're definitely gonna be performing in that brunch show. So but I will let you know when all the dates come out and everything. And but yeah, but everybody else, if you're in the New York area, New Jersey area, please come down to the comedy shop on 167 Bleecker Street. I'm gonna be there at 2 p.m. performing. Doors open at 1:30. I'm gonna be hosting. I have a really funny comics. You know Osama Siddiqui, right?
Oh, Osama is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to see him before, you can always go to America's Got Talent because he was on that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely go see him live because it's worth it.
Yeah, he's incredible. He always comes through my mics, and fucking does fucking kills every time, and
Yeah.
it's awesome to see him. Quentin Jones, who was also on this show not too long ago, he did 90 Day Virgin. He's never watched an episode of 90 Day Fiance, so I have this other show called 90 Day Virgin where I pretty much sit down, I give them like a specific episode, and then they watch it, and then they just come to my house or they go online and we talk about it, and then we talk about what they see. And it's always funny to hear their perspective, because they're like, what the fuck did I just watch? And also, stop calling me ever, like, don't block my, I'm gonna block you, actually. Like, that's those are the reactions that I get sometimes.
It's
Because
an
they just
acquired
get,
taste,
yeah.
Not everyone
uh
understands.
yeah. And so yeah, so he was on that, and we also have the same thing. It's called Fresh Meat, but with Love After Lockup. So somebody that's never watched an episode, they come in, they watch a show, we go over it, and it's a lot of fun. So but yeah, Quinn Jones was on that. Anna Bianco, who you also may know, she's fucking very
Yeah.
talented, very funny. And then we got a couple more guys that are just that I picked from my open mics that are like fucking hilarious, and I just love them. So but yeah, so that is February 11th and 12th at 2 p.m. Doors open at 1 p.m. Tickets at $20. There's like a special deal and all that other stuff. But I'll post all the details in the comments. I mean, the in the description below, and I will also post all of Dara's information so you guys can follow her on Instagram and check out her the documentary that she was a part of. And Snortisa, he's gonna check it out. So
Oh, amazing. Hysterical Justice, and you can find it on Laughing Gas Media's YouTube page.
beautiful, beautiful. All right, Dara, thank you so much for joining us. And don't leave. I'm just gonna end the live.
Okay.
And yeah, for everybody else watching, thank you so much for doing so. For listening, thank you so much for doing that. To everybody
Yes.
on
Thank you,
Patreon,
friends.
we love you, and we'll see you soon. Have a good night.
Bye.